Guys, welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Ndunawe Ngombe, which means headman of cattle in English. My name, of course, is Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the headman of cattle. So today, I'd love to speak on a very popular European breed, a breed that has cut a niche market for itself in the meat industry. You can consider it one of the most popular meat breeds worldwide. It's bred almost in every country, particularly every country that has European influence. And that is the Angus breed of cattle. So as you guys know, I'm never riding solo. I got my trusted notebook with me, and without any wasting time, let's get into the information on the Angus cattle breed. The Angus beef cattle breed is internationally known as the Arbedeen Angus, and was one of the first cattle breeds exclusively bred for meat, not milk, just meat. The breed has taken the name from its place of origin, namely the country in the area of Scotland, which is Angus in the Aberdeenshire, northeast of Scotland. They consider Angus a country on its own. Okay, I can't argue with them. Northeast Scotland, where in the early 19th century, it was bred out of the predominantly black cattle of the region known as the Dodies. Hugh Watson is considered the founder of the breed. His favorite bull, called Old Jock, was born in 1842 and given the number 1 in the Scottish Herd Book, which was founded in 1862. His favorite cow, named Old Granny, was born in 1824 and lived to produce about 29 calves in a lifespan of 35 years. International production. Angus over the years have become a leading international beef breed because of its excellent quality of its meat, the fact that it is polled. In other words, it does not grow horn. It doesn't grow horn. So if you're having a problem with horns, probably with your indigenous cattle or your Brahmans, whatever breed of cattle you have, and you want to have polled cattle, you can crossbreed with Angus, with an Angus bull. They do not grow horns, absolutely not. So you won't have to waste time dehorning. So they said, and it's good feed conversion ratio, which means it is able to reach an acceptable marketing weight in a short period of time. In South Africa, the cattle are usually market ready by the time they reach 12 to 14 months of age. So 12 to 14 months of age, they are ready to go to the market. Then you have the black color. They come in 2 shades of color. It's either black or red, not white, black or red. So there is no genetic difference between the red Angus and the black Angus cattle. But animals with the red color are claimed to be less sensitive to the heat stress, and reduce the risk of cancers and sunburn others. The red cattle variation is believed to have developed when the Scottish cattlemen around about the 18th century imported longhorn cattle which are predominantly red and were bred with large drought oxen. South African producers prefer the red over the black Angus cattle, which is reflected by the fact that more than 70% of the Angus cattle that live in South Africa are red. And in the rest of the world, however, more than 19% of the animals listed are black cattle. The United States and Australia are the only two or only a few places that register the black and the red Angus as separate cattle breeds. Local production in South Africa. Angus cattle have been in South Africa for over hundreds of years, with Charles Newberry, a farmer from the Free State, imported the first 10 black Angus cattle in 1895. The Angus Society was formed with members in 1970. It has since grown to over 140 registered stud breeding members, and as well as about 2,300 commercial beef farmers who use Angus genetics in their farming operations. Production region in South Africa, of course. Angus cattle thrive in regions with cool climate conditions, resulting in most of the South African commercial purebred animals being produced in the highlands of KwaZulu-Natal. The eastern highlands of Mpumalanga, the East and the Western Cape, Angus cattle are nevertheless used for crossbreeding across the country with breeds such as Brahman, Bosmara to enhance meat quality and add weight to the offsprings. Now, meat quality of the Angus, this is their biggest selling point. Angus beef is sold under the Angus beef label to allow customers to differentiate between Angus beef produced from other breed cattle. So they have their own special label for Angus beef and your normal beef, maybe Nguni or Brahman, whatever beef. The society regards Angus beef as superior to other breeds. Because of better marbling, the word used described an intermuscular fat. The marbling helps to improve the flavor, tenderness, and keep the meat moist while cooking. In South Africa, the beef is sold under the Angus label. Beef sold under the Angus label have to comply with the various production standards and quality, and also has to be matured for 21 to 18 days. That's how the Angus beef differentiated. It has very good intermuscular. It's marbled, so there's intermuscular fat. I believe it's the Angus, the Wagyu, and the Boran. The Boran also has very good marbling, so they compete, and other beef breeds that I might know about compete when it comes to who has the best meat, who has the moist meat, who has very good muscling. Currently, right now in Namibia, I know the Wagyu is dominating because it's a hell of expensive. Probably Angus beef hasn't yet reached our stalls. So I'd probably go have a look at Hartleaf to see if I can get Angus beef. So let's get some kilograms here. Let's get some kgs. Let's get some kilograms here. So average weight of a full-grown Angus bull is 850 kilograms. An Angus cow weighs about 548. Angus calves are born at about 35 kilograms and are weaned at about 362 kilograms. So that is the weight of the Angus. As I mentioned, they come in two predominant colors, either red or black. Can you cross them with an indigenous breed of cattle? I think that 35 kilogram is not too heavy. You can probably, if you're going to crossbreed it in Nguni cattle, you probably put an Angus bull on your Nguni cows, not your Nguni heifers. Probably put it on a cow that has given birth once or twice, and then put it in there in the crossbreeding program. Or you can go to a farmer and tell him you want to buy a breed of an Angus breed of cattle here in Namibia, and tell him you want to buy an Angus that can be put in heifers, and you're going to use it in a crossbreeding program. And he or she can give you a bull that has been tailor-made, that is known as an all-rounder, which means it can be used both on heifers and cows. But the weight is not the heaviest. It's not the heaviest birth weight, so I don't think you'll really experience birthing problems. Because 35 is actually fine. It's when it hits that 39, 40 to 45 kilograms, that's when it might have birthing problems with some indigenous cattle. So those are the Arbedeen Angus, or shortly known as the Angus breed of cattle. They come in two colors, two variants, whether red or black. That's the two colors that you can get them in. And they were developed in Scotland, in the area of Arbedeen, as they say, in a country of Angus, in the area of Arbedeen, in East Scotland. So that's where they come from. Aberdeenshire, by the way, not Aberdeen, Aberdeenshire. So that's where they were originated from. Another breed named after a place it was originated from, like the Charolais, the Hereford, and the Simmental. Most of these European breeds are named after the places they come from, either the name, either the place, or the color. So those are my 2 cents on the Arbedeen Angus breed of cattle, the popular beef breed of cattle. Let me see if I can call crossbreeds of it. All right. We have the Afrigus, which is a crossbreed of an Angus and an Afrikaner. We have the Brangus, which is a crossbreed of an Angus and a Brahman. Those are the two that I know. Is there anything that I'm missing? I don't think an Angus was crossed with a Hereford. Probably it was, but it wasn't registered as its own breed. But those are the two breeds that I know that they are registered as their own breeds. Maybe people have done Angus Nguni crosses, Angus Boran crosses, but they probably never registered them as their own breed yet. But those are my 2 cents on the Arbedeen Angus. And it's 2 crossbreeds that I'm very familiar with. I haven't bred them, but I know about them. With that said, guys, have yourself a very good evening on this Wednesday, the 13th of October, 2021. With that said, and also do me a favor, do me a huge favor before I end this video. If you enjoyed the content that I put on this video, give me that huge thumbs up and hit that subscription button and turn on the bell notification to be notified of future uploads by myself, and share the video. Let's try and get it up to about 1,000 views. I mean, we already have 1,000 views. Let's try and get it up to about 600 subscribers. I'm pushing for the 1,000 number, but we currently stuck at 465. So we're pushing now to get to about 500. So do me a huge favor, like the video, turn the bell, hit the subscription button, turn the bell notification so you're notified of future uploads, and share the video. Let's get more eyes on it and let them also subscribe. Let's try and get this page to about 1,000 subscribers before this year ends. I believe we can get it. I just need you guys to help me out here. So that's it, guys. Have yourself a good night. Bye for now.